Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Entrepreneur Talks podcast. This is our season 2, run by Women Flix. My name is Yola Bastos. Follow us on social media by Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You will be able, by these platforms, listen, share, and like our podcast sessions. So, don't forget, follow us on social media. And if you want, you also can follow us on Spotify or iTunes or Anchor. You have plenty of choices, or you can choose all. So, I just want to say have fun, because it's new stories, new season, new inspirations. Stay tuned, and I speak with you later. Bye. For today's podcast, my guest is Judy Weintraub. She is an accomplished entrepreneur, a business executive, and she is the founder of SkillBites, providing book writing and publishing services designed to help authors get their books written and published easily and quickly. In addition to SkillBites, Judy runs Weintraub Legal Services, providing dispute resolution services and corporate law services to small businesses. Let's welcome Judy Weintraub. Hello, Judy. Welcome to my podcast today. I'm so glad and thankful for you being here with me today.
Thank you, Yola. I'm so pleased to be here.
Oh, fantastic. It's a pleasure. So, before I start to get into the conversation and the questions about your journey and your story, tell me, how are you? How are you feeling during this season with we getting all through, which is the COVID-19?
Yes, it's getting old. It really wasn't a big issue for me initially, but I miss seeing people and being with them.
Definitely.
It's definitely not the same to be with them on Zoom as to be there in person.
That's so true. And it's so many Zooms these days. Oh my God.
Yes.
I lost the number of Zooms meetings that I've been on. Wow, it's amazing. But I'm grateful for Zoom, right? We are able to do a lot of stuff through this Zoom platform.
Yes, I'm definitely grateful for Zoom. I'm grateful that my family is all healthy, and at least we're in a very pleasant place if we have to be quarantined.
Amazing.
But it would be nice to be able to get back to doing things with people again.
Definitely, yeah. You will get there. We will get there. Yeah, right.
How about where you are? How are things there?
It's the same, basically. We are all looking forward to hear from the Prime Minister. Okay, now you can go back to the store, or you can go back to not to the store, because we are allowed to go store, but just to live our lives on the normal way, like when you are free, but to do anything you want. But I still believe we will take some time. It's not going to happen next week or so, but we need to keep ourselves positive and wait for that time, because I'm so excited for that time when it comes, like we're going to go all out and I can have my business running on the side of the beauty, because I do have a beauty business where I do lashes and microblading. So I'm looking forward to be with clients and hear their stories about this isolation and all this quarantine. So let's see. I'm not in a rush, and I understand needs to be done certain things that we cannot avoid to do, like keep ourselves isolated till is secure for everyone, right?
Yeah. It's not a good idea to go back before things are ready to go back.
Definitely, yeah. So let's go to your story. Tell me, what is SkillBites and what caused you to start it?
SkillBites is an easy and friendly publishing platform that I built so that business owners would be able to get their books published quickly. As you know, there's a lot of people who are interested in self-publishing their books.
Yes.
However, self-publishing is not an easy thing to do. You have to figure out how to find an editor and a layout designer and a cover designer and how to get your book on Amazon and other platforms.
All right, correct.
So even if you have the expertise to do the writing of the book, all of those other steps are not easy to figure out by yourself. And so that's what I designed my platform for people who are essentially looking to self-publish. I can help them get all those other steps done very easily. Okay. And I started it because I wrote a book myself. Okay. And I had immense trouble figuring out all those steps. And when I finished it, I had a lot of people who said, "Oh, I want to write a book too. Now that you figured it out, can you help me?"
All right, yes.
I thought, okay. After I helped about 22 people with their books, I figured out how to do it more efficiently. And I thought I enjoyed it. I could offer this service to other people who want to write books.
Fantastic. And that SkillBites platform is, I believe so, right? That takes you to the process in step by step, like a baby growing, right?
That's right. I have courses for people who want to learn how to do it themselves. And then I have the services for people who just want to hand me their manuscript and say, okay, you handle it and get it published and all the other steps. So you can do it either way.
Oh, interesting. I do have a book I wrote. It's already on Amazon, but for me, I found maybe because it's me, because I've got experience on social media and etc. I just came across to write the book a couple of months. Took me some time, but the process I found not super easy, but I could handle, and I worked mostly with Canvas and now it's on Amazon, but I don't really remember to struggle. But this is good. I will have a look on your website. What is, maybe because one of the things is that I'm feeling right now actually, is to get my book into other platforms like Apple, iTunes. They're asking for a specific type of download. It's like,
yes,
and I don't know what they're talking about. That side I don't really could understand, but maybe you can help me.
Yes.
It's quite because some platforms are different when you want to publish your book, and that's
right.
Tricky. That's tricky. Yes.
There's so many tricks. You can do it yourself, but to do it right, you have to know all the tricks.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah, I definitely, because I was trying last week and I'm like, this is a lot of confusing, because for me, but for sure for you is not anymore, because you got experience, you've been there doing so many times. So okay, good. I will have a look on your page and website as well. So a lot of people think writing takes time and skill. Can someone become a published author if they aren't a good writer or don't have a lot of time to write a book?
They can, yes. There's several ways to go about it. Some people are very good at speaking, but not very good at writing. And for those people, I recommend that they record themselves with the content that they think they want in their book. And then they can have that transcribed, and then they can work from that, or they can hand it to a ghostwriter or an editor to polish up the content for them. If they have no time to do their book, or very little time, they can hire a ghostwriter who will interview them and take the content from the interviews and write the book for them.
Oh, okay. And that's not something that you do?
Yes, we provide ghostwriters for people if they need a ghostwriter. I've had people who've gotten halfway through the book and decided that they didn't have time to finish it.
Yeah.
And they have a ghostwriter for the second half. And I've had people who have a ghostwriter from the very beginning before they even know exactly what they want to write on.
Oh, that's fantastic. I don't know about numbers when it comes to numbers on this kind of, because you in America, I'm in Europe. But is this kind of business to do this ghostwriting example is expensive in your point of view?
It is. You definitely need to have a balance between the cost and your time and the quality of the book that you want.
All right.
If you don't have the time and you want a good quality product, then hiring a ghostwriter would be a good move for you if you've got the budget to be able to afford it. There are different qualities of ghostwriters. Some are better than others, obviously, and in general, the less expensive the ghostwriter, the lower quality of the product, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you can find ghostwriters who are less expensive and also very good quality, but you'll have to spend a lot of time looking for them and interviewing them. And I have found that I think it's worth paying a premium for a good ghostwriter. I've used the inexpensive ones, and I don't think their work is very good.
Okay, got it. And sometimes I have people to say, I wish I can write a book, or I would like to write a book, but they also tells me that they don't know what to write in the book. So how can they identify their topic? It's possible to someone that just wants to write but don't know how they can identify it?
Yeah, it's a absolutely critical factor to get the right topic. And it starts with determining why you want to write your book. What is your principal objective? If, for instance, you are a business owner and you want to use your book to enhance your reputation and to grow your business, then you want to dive a little bit deeper. What is it in your business that you want to grow? Is it a particular product or a particular service? Who uses that service or product? What is the challenge that your customer for that service or product is facing? Then you can identify, okay, if that's the challenge, this is how they would fix it. And then you have a good idea of a topic to write in your book that's going to lead the people that you want in your business to get your book and find you and understand your expertise.
Fabulous. Wow. How long your company, SkillBites, has been running?
It's been 8 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's not a baby anymore.
No.
Oh, fabulous. 8 years on this journey. And absolutely, I believe you've been with so many people writing books through you, and you giving support. Is that worth it? Is how is the experience for you? How do you describe your experience?
Oh, it's been a wonderful journey. I love being able to help people get their books done. Their excitement when they have their book in their hand is terrific. And for business people, and that's my core audience is entrepreneurs, it can do so many things for them. I mentioned that it can enhance your reputation. It can help you grow your business by generating more leads for your business, and they're higher quality leads. They're the people, exactly the people that you want to work with. It can also help you get speaking engagements, and it can help you get joint venture opportunities and media exposure and so many other valuable
opportunities
for your business.
Yeah, that's true. And what are some of the tips that successful authors recommend for people to keep on writing?
Well, one idea is to have a schedule. If you have a schedule of when you're going to write, where you're going to write, when you're going to have your draft manuscript done,
yes,
that will be very helpful for keeping you on track. And if you can find somebody to hold you accountable, that's even better, whether it's a spouse or a good friend or a business colleague or somebody else who's writing a book, that you can hold each other accountable, then that'll help you stay on track for writing your book a lot better than if you don't have a schedule.
It's more difficult, definitely. And once the book is written, what are the key steps to get the book finished? This is step by step.
Well, a lot of people think that the writing of the book is the hard part, but actually that's just the beginning. There are several steps that you need to take before you're ready to get your book published. Especially if you want your book to reflect well on you, then you need to have an editor review it and make sure that it's polished, because you don't want grammatical errors or typos or confusing material in your book to detract from the credibility that you're looking to enhance.
Oh, the editor. Okay.
Editing is critical. And then there's layout design. You want your book to look like a professional book and not like an article between the cover pages. And you need, of course, a beautiful cover design, an attractive cover that people are going to be motivated to look in at your book. And you need testimonials and reviews so that people see the social proof that your book is worth reading. And then, of course, you have to get it up on Amazon and other platforms, and you need to market your book. So there's a lot of steps involved after the book is written.
That's good. That's one point I haven't think about it, is the reviews, because I know some people already bought my book, but it'd be good to see the words there on Amazon saying something about their experience when they read the book. Oh, interesting.
Right. And you can actually put in your book, at the end of your book, you can say, I would really appreciate it if you like this book, if you could leave me a review on Amazon, to motivate people to actually leave you a review.
That's amazing. Thank you, Judy. That's amazing. And what about when it comes to the ebook and a print book? We should do both, or we should, or not? What do you think about it? Like, what is your opinion?
I recommend doing both, the print book and the ebook. With print on demand, you can get your print book done pretty inexpensively, and it's so much more powerful to hand somebody a copy of the print book than the ebook. But the online version, the ebook, is very handy also, that you can email somebody a copy of the ebook. You can use it as an opt-in on your website, for instance, where somebody gives you their contact information, and in exchange, you send them a copy of your ebook.
Yeah, great. Yeah, because I'm talking about myself, actually. So, I only did the ebook. I never thought about to do the print, but it's been like, should I do or not? But now I understood what is the main reason. So I can have people, because in these days we have a lot of people that still, they go through ebooks, but there's a lot of more people, I believe, still want the printed books.
Yes, I think it used to be about 80% preferred print books and 20% preferred ebooks. I'm sure that that statistic is changed. There are maybe 30 to 40% prefer ebooks now instead of 20%, but it's still a majority prefer the print book.
Yeah.
Even if somebody prefers an ebook, it's still more powerful to hand them a copy of your print book that you've autographed for them than simply to send them the ebook.
Yeah, that's true. How many books have you written?
Have I written? I have written 2. After I wrote my second one was when I decided I liked the book business and decided to delve into that. I don't know if your audience understands, I'm an attorney, and so my first 2 books were on legal issues. And that's when I decided that I kind of like doing the book business at least as much as doing my legal work.
Must be very interesting and very intense, that kind of book, for people that understands your job and your yeah, definitely must be.
Well, not intense. That's why I wrote them. I wrote them to be very simple. The first one is on negotiating. A lot of people don't like negotiating, and my book contains about 10 tips to make you a more effective negotiator. And my second book is on business partnering, how you can make sure that your business partnership is more likely to be successful. As you may know, business partnerships fall apart as often as marriages fall apart.
Yes.
So if you can address some of the key issues that cause partnerships to fall apart up front, then you're more likely to have a better partnership. So I list about 30 issues in that book that are the most frequent causes of partnerships falling apart. And you address those issues with your partner so that you have a better foundation going forward.
Fabulous. That's really good. Very, very interesting. I will have a look as well to your books, and definitely I'm sure my listeners are listening. That is basically, your books is not about the attorney professional job, it's about really things in business, and that's really good. Thank you, Judy. Another question: if someone wanted to get a book written, tell us what services you offer to help them with the book.
Yes, well, if they need help with the writing of the book, I can provide a ghostwriter, or I can provide coaching services to help them identify their best topic, or to outline their books, or just to be a sounding board and hold them accountable. And then I also have a strategic book plan service to help them make sure that not only is their topic aligned with their objective, but they have an action plan for using the book once they have written it, because a book is not going to gain you the advantages that you're seeking unless you actually leverage your book.
That's true. Yeah.
Figure that out.
It's really good. Thank you. Thank you for that. And how can people connect with you and find out more information about your services?
Yes. Well, my website is skillbites.net, skillbites.net. The name SkillBites comes from sound bites, which are, the short statements. My books started out being short books. So my negotiating book is only 21 pages. My business partnering book is maybe 25 or 30 pages. I now have expanded to do longer books, but if you're using a book for a marketing tool, you don't have to write a 300-page book because nobody reads 300-page books anymore anyway. Certain nonfiction business books. So you can write a 20-pager or a 50-pager or whatever, which you can get done a lot quicker, and it's less expensive to get done than a longer book anyway.
Great, yeah.
So people can go to my website, skillbites.net, or email me, Judy@skillbites.net.
And also social media, LinkedIn and Facebook, right?
I'm on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram, but mostly on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn would be the best choice.
Fabulous. All your social media and website, all the information will be on the podcast description on the day you're going to be live. So anyone that is interested can click on directly from the Anchor podcast platform or website and get in touch with you. And also, you did send me, sorry, Judy, a promo. You got something to offer to my listeners, right?
Yes. I am not certain I remember what I sent you, but I have an ebook that I provide to your listeners on how to write a book that lists the different steps.
That's the one you sent me. The promo, SkillBites.net, write a book easily, right?
Right. That is the name of the ebook, right?
Yes. So, and this is step by step. You said is a PDF file?
Yes,
okay.
That's correct. Mm-hmm.
All right. So everyone can get access and find more about how to write a book easily because it's mentioned there and it's easily. Fantastic, Judy. Thank you so much for joining me today on the podcast. I had an amazing time with you. Thank you. And I continuously hope that your business go forward and inspire more people to write more books and be successful in their lives, in their journeys.
Well, thank you so much, Yola, for having me as your guest. And I hope your audience has found this work out.
Fantastic. You're welcome, my dear. God bless you and all the best. And I'm sure I'm going to speak with you again, and I will be having a look on your website for the terms of the print book. So I'm going to be in touch. Take care and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This is the end of our session, and I just want to say thank you so much for being with us. I hope that you enjoy. And if you would like to listen again, make sure you follow us on social media. Each session will be always on our pages. And also on our profile, you will get access to a link which will take you to Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, or other platforms where you can listen podcast sessions. Thank you once again, and I speak with you very soon. I see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.